So like I said on my first video in this hacking narrative that is so pervasive in the mainstream media now, I find this post-election analysis by the media, the Democrats, and the left to be kind of funny. It's surreal how you have this dedicated non-belief that Hillary Clinton was a terrible candidate. I don't understand how people cannot accept the Democratic economic plan of regulate everything that works, subsidize anything that doesn't, and tax the people who have the best ability to move their funds elsewhere didn't work. They can't comprehend these things. And so they're tying themselves up in little logical pretzels, right? And it's leading to some inadvertent arguments that are pretty funny. The first one I presented in the last video, and that was the Scooby-Doo villains, it wasn't bad that I did bad things, it was bad that you found out I did bad things argument. But the next one is an argument that was made originally in June, and it's something that the White House decided it was going to jump in on.
He called on Russia to hack his opponent. He called on Russia to hack Secretary Clinton.
That's right, folks. Donald Trump asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton. Look, I had a crazy lady chase me for like 4 blocks through New York City while I was wearing my Gary Johnson shirt and make this claim. I showed her the actual video of what Trump said, and she said, oh, well, it's really open to interpretation.
What do I have to get involved with Putin for? I have nothing to do with Putin. I've never spoken to him. I don't know anything about him other than he will respect me. He doesn't respect our president. And if it is Russia, which is probably not, nobody knows who it is, but if it is Russia, it's really bad for a different reason, because it shows how little respect they have for our country when they would hack into a major party and get everything. But it would be interesting to see. I will tell you this. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. I think you will probably be rewarded mightily by our press. Let's see if that happens. That'll be next. Yes, sir.
He didn't say hack. Look, I think some context is necessary for his comments. I don't want Donald Trump to get credit for sarcasm he didn't conceive of. This all occurred during the Democratic National Convention, long before the WikiLeaks release, and a few days after the Guccifer 2.0 release. The Guccifer 2.0 release showed that the Democrats had actively conspired against Bernie Sanders and his supporters, showing open disdain for their values, bigotry, and religious intolerance. Given the nature and the timing of their release, the Guccifer 2.0 hack was far more likely targeted to bolster Bernie Sanders and his supporters against Hillary Clinton than Donald Trump, Russian involvement or not. So the Democrats had just been caught with the political equivalent of their pants around their ankles, fucking their sister. So what do? They invoke a Cold War enemy in Russia. Russia did the hacks. It's all Russia's fault. Right? Pay no attention to what we say over here. Pay no attention to what we're talking about or what we're doing. It's all Russia. And the media ran with it. They turn around and they parroted this claim throughout the entire week. They would occasionally, and I will give them credit here, occasionally admit that there was absolutely zero evidence about this claim. But it gave them an excuse to not have to cover the issues associated with the Bernie Sanders delegates, their support, or any of the actual content of the emails themselves. CNN avoided that explicit terms the whole week. It is in this framework that Twitter started to bubble up with the first sarcastic comments related to Russia releasing Hillary Clinton's emails. I first saw them on the Saturday. The Guccifer release happened on a Friday. I saw it on a Saturday. So it was at least 3 to 4 days before Donald Trump said his comment that people were saying, wouldn't it be kind of funny if Russia released the missing 33,000 emails? And the reason that Twitter thought this was kind of funny is because the Democrats were trying to argue that Hillary Clinton's server was not a national security issue, and yet the hack against the Democratic National Convention was a national security issue. They wanted their cake and to eat it too. And it might be a nuanced argument, and I'll admit there's something there. But that was what they were trying to avoid. So Donald Trump comes in having read Twitter and he offers up this statement about, hey, Russia, if you can find the 33,000 emails, you'll probably be rewarded by our press if you can release them. Because the Democrats were claiming that the Russians were trying to hack them for various bits of information. You got to pick one, guys. So what's funny about this, right? I know this is a long thing to provide context. What's funny about this whole Trump asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton? See, Trump comment comes from the assertion and the belief, or the assumption, that the FBI can't access the 33,000 emails that they're supposed to get because Hillary Clinton deleted them. He also makes the assumption that the server should be a national security issue, which the Democrats denied. By having the White House come out and say Trump asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton, it means that the White House is simultaneously asserting that Hillary Clinton still had the server up and running with the 33,000 emails that she refused to turn over to the FBI. So think about this for just a moment. If you want to argue that Trump asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton based off of this comment, its context, and everything else, it means that you are simultaneously asserting that Hillary Clinton directly and intentionally obfuscated the FBI's investigation. That's right. Either Trump is in bed with Russia attempting to hack us, and Hillary Clinton should be going to jail, or it was an innocent joke. I don't know which one's kind of you want to pick there, but those are your true choices. If you make the assertion that Trump actually asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton, which he didn't say, but you're making that inference, then you simultaneously must be inferring that Hillary Clinton could have been hacked, that those emails were on her server, and that that server was still running. Essentially, she is in direct violation of the law and intentionally lied about it. Take your pick.